Alright, some good news here at the market garden today. We've finally done it, guys. The irrigation is dialed in. That's it, we've tuned it in. So all of them now are turning and sprinkling and reaching as far as we want them to be. So no more hand watering, which is really great. So we're wrapped down here. Well, I'm definitely wrapped, that's for sure. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads sprinkling, working along, which is really good. So we're cooking with gas, as they would say. Would you believe it? I spoke too soon. So this one here at the end here, right there, is not spinning around. So obviously the pressure isn't enough, or the head of the sprinkler is actually jammed, so I'm going to have to investigate. Just when you think everything's working. So this here isn't what you want to happen. Obviously you can see the water is pooling in the one spot because of that sprinkler that is actually stuck facing in this one direction. It's not actually turning at all, so let's have a look and try and find out why. Alright, so I just want to show you the setup that we've got here. Obviously this down here is our main line, which we feed along the whole row of the bed. And obviously we have these uprights here, this one here, the black one. Then we've got a valve here that we can actually turn on and off. So if that way we want to make the pressure higher or stronger on a certain bed, we can sort of just turn this sort of halfway and it'll do sort of whatever it needs to do. I just got wet in the face, as you can see there. So what I'm going to try now is just to see if we try to work it out, is I'm not going to put this on full ball. I'm just going to put it on a sort of halfway to 3/4 way, and hopefully that'll fix it. Let's have it a try. Fingers crossed. We've fixed it. All it comes down to is a magic little touch. You beauty. Alright, so it's now back jammed again in the one spot. So I think what's happening is the upright, as you can see there, it's actually moving a bit. So whenever it obviously is meant to turn as it chinks around, the actual movement of the hole from the pressure is actually making it stay in one spot. So back to tweaking, unfortunately. But if I actually turn this like this, as you can see how much it's wobbling there? I think that's what's actually causing it from actually getting to this point where it gets stuck. So if I actually hold on to the pole like that, it should start to make its way back around, which it's doing. So yes, as I hold it, it'll make its way around, but the second that I let go of it, see how wobbly it goes, and then it gets locked back on that one spot. So I think I'm going to have to secure this sprinkler head a bit more stronger. So as you can see there now, it's now just doing wheelies around and around. They've all stopped, so I'm guessing what's happened is that the generator's run out of petrol and they're all stopping. So I just what I want to do show you now, obviously, is the actual setup. So obviously we've got our 5 lines here. I showed you previously how we've got the main line down the bed that run up to an upright. Then we've got that valve with the sprinkler on top. So further down the line here, as we get here, so just down here, I'll show you. So this here obviously is our main line. We've got another valve here, so we can turn this line off. We've got a T-section here, so we'll continue as we make our way down the beds. We can actually add on and lock this one off and push the water down to the next section. We then run it back along here, and then we have this little junction here. So what this is all going to be is, this will actually be so I can fit a barrel for our fertiliser that I make here on site, which might be from, you know, some stinging nettle tea or compost tea and stuff like that. So we'll actually be able to put a valve straight into a barrel that'll get washed through and then onto the market garden. Again, so there's another valve there, so we can switch that on and off when we need to. And then this continues along all the way up, and then obviously this is our main down to the actual pump, which is down in the pump house down there. Now I had showed you guys previously, obviously the pump house, the old Lister, which is in there, the old big pump. But we're not running off that at the moment. We're actually just running off a smaller little pump here. So obviously this is what we're using at the moment. So this is more than enough. It's sufficient enough for what we need to do. And that's it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to get this thing dialed in. That's farming, you know. You just, one thing will work 1 minute, the next minute it'll break. You just got to keep adjusting, keep tinkering, and hopefully get it right. So, as I said, once I get it dialed in, I'll keep you guys updated. But for now, it's not 100%. So I hope you liked today's video. It wasn't really much of a success in the end, but anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, get down, subscribe, share it, like it, leave some comments below if you've got any questions or anything like that. And have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.